Well, good morning, YouTube. It's me, Wes. Um, this is day 2 with dentures. Um, like I said in the last video, I had 7 teeth, 5 on top, 2 on the bottom, removed. Yes, sorry. Yesterday at about 12:30. So I have 2 partial dentures, one on top, one on bottom. This morning, all the Novocaine finally wore off. They had to pack pack me with Novocaine right here. More on that in a little bit. But all the Novocaine's obviously worn off. A little bit tender on the extraction sites. A little bit of swelling on this side, obviously. Not so much right here. Did follow GJ Smiles' advice, and I was icing like crazy, man. Um, if I wasn't talking to somebody, or I wasn't eating, or actively doing something that needed both hands, I had that ice pack on my face, and I really think it's helped. So thanks for that tip. For this video, just kind of wanted to go into a little bit more detail as far as the process and the procedure yesterday of getting this done. So like I said, we got there at 7 o'clock. Had me back there probably within 10-15 minutes. They took an x-ray. Just a regular kind of pen x-ray. Went like that. Made a lot of video game sound as it went around. Took me back. We were waiting on the x-rays. Talked to the hygienist technician. I don't really know what her official term was. About what I wanted done. And I had said that I thought I needed a full upper denture, and I would like to get a lower partial, and probably have to have 2 teeth removed on the bottom to do that, but I would like my molars back. She said, so pretty much whatever needs done. And I said yes, and then I got a little nervous because I was afraid they were going to take them all out. And I'd mentally prepared for all the upper teeth to go out, but I had not prepared for the bottom teeth to go out. So the dentist came back, really super nice guy. Came back, and even before he looked in my mouth, he looked on the x-ray, and he's like, all your teeth don't need to come out on top. I was kind of shocked. And he's like, well, let's get in there. And he took a look around, and then he kind of agreed with himself, and said that no, they didn't need to come out, but these front 5 were the worst ones. He even said this canine right here was completely salvageable. I had good molars. Like I said in the previous video, when I had my top 2 back molars extracted, wisdom teeth came down in their place, and he said that I was pretty lucky for that, and he was going to leave those alone. They took the impressions. I already talked about that in another video, but wasn't that bad. They actually took 2 sets of impressions. The technician took one, and then the doctor the dentist came in and took one, and then also did a, I don't know what they called it, but pretty much I guess they were trying to see my bite. I don't know if anybody else kind of described that in their video. But what that was, it was almost kind of like a melted candle, and they pretty much gave it to me and said bite down on that, and that took a little bit longer than the actual extraction, so it was probably like a minute and a half that I was just kind of not gnawing, obviously, but clamped down on this little bar of melted warm wax, and I guess just get the bite impression so I could measure. They did keep the slight overbite that I have, which is fine. I'm used to it. Then they said, alright, you're good, come back at 12:30. So, like I said, I went and hung out with my wife, recorded part 1 video, which y'all have seen. Walked around the mall a little bit, went to lunch at Chili's, had some good food. Got back there about 12:15, waited for them to actually open the doors. And once we got in there, I mean, they were ready to go. He they sent me back to the chair. Dentist was back there within about 5 minutes. Um, Started getting me numbed up. Um, it's numbing needles. I don't know if anybody's had that done. They're odd feelings. Um, he said, "All right," and told me to open and close my mouth as much as I could till he came back. Um, and that would kind of help move things around. Um, Came back, tried to go to work on these bottom two, and still could kind of feel it. I said, okay. Put a little bit more Novocaine in there, and left for about 5-10 minutes. Came back, tried them again. Still, didn't like it. So he said, oh, okay, well, that's fine. He's like, well, while we're waiting on those bottom two to null up, let's see how the top ones are feeling. So he starts pushing and wiggling around. He's like, can you feel that? He's like, let's make sure that's good and numb before we get started. How about this one? Can you feel that one? Can you feel that one? And he does this for about 4 or 5 minutes. And he's like, yeah, okay. Can you feel it? And he's like, hey, this one right here, can you feel that one? And I'm not raising my hand, which is the signal he gave me. And I was like, alright, top's done. And I just, wow. So while he was testing to see if I was numb, as long as I didn't protest, he was actually pulling my teeth out, which I thought was really cool. Because you're kind of waiting for that moment when you know the tooth comes out and your brain tells you it's going to hurt. But I didn't know that moment was coming, or at least I wasn't. I knew that moment was coming, but you know what I mean. So, nice little trick. Um, they came in. Still, like these two on the bottom took a while to get out. They did not want to come out, and apparently I have really dense bone, which I guess is a good thing, unless you're trying to get Novocaine in. So they came in. They put in my upper denture. Um, the technician said it looked great, looked beautiful, and she'd be back after they got the bottom two out to put in the lower denture. So eventually, those did come out. Got some stitches on the bottom. I guess they had to then do some work down there. Put in the bottom denture. Made sure the clasps were tight. As I said before, I do have two partials. You can this angle into this. I don't know if you can't really see the wires, but they're clasped with wire around the existing teeth. Put those in. She got them nice and tight. Gave me some gauze to bite down onto because I was bleeding. Um, Gave me my aftercare instructions. I got a prescription for a painkiller and for antibiotic. Went out to the waiting room. Surprised my wife because we kind of had figured this was going to take 2 hours. And it took 45 minutes. Went out to the car, got my prescriptions. I was kind of nervous at first to take the gauze out of my mouth and do the actual reveal of myself, um, of what the dentures would look like. Once I did, I was like, man, it looked awesome. Um, Bleeding has kind of subsided. Like I said, a little tender this morning. I think my speech is getting a little better. Y'all can let me know in the comments. Um, like I said, a little bit of swelling right here, probably because that's where they had to do the majority of the work. These 5 up here just pop, 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 pop. It was nice. A little bit of swelling down here. I'm going to continue to ice that and probably take it easy for the rest of the day. And I will be back tomorrow and we'll see how things are going. So y'all have a great day and thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Bye.